Two Chinese vessels have independently been linked to two Taiwanese undersea cables being cut. Both of these incidents have happened in the last several weeks here, and the Matsu Islands, which are Taiwanese territories that are offshore, the two cables heading out there have been cut, and both of these failures of the cables have been linked directly to Chinese ships. So we're going to be talking about that and kind of what it bodes for the situation in the region and potential issues that could be happening in the very near future that could affect you. This video is brought to you by Genesis Gold Group. If you have funds in stocks, bonds that are in retirement accounts that you can't take distribution of, you can't buy physical gold and silver and take possession of it, you have to keep it within that retirement account for tax reasons, you want to talk to Jonathan and his team over at Genesis Gold. They can answer your questions, talk to you about what buying your own coins, but yet leaving them inside the retirement account could look like, so that on the day that you need those retirement funds, they're not in dollars or in stocks or bonds, but they are in physical coins that you have purchased through the brokers. You can find them down in the description down below. So a first cable, so there's two cables that link the Matsu Islands, which are off the coast of Taiwan, to Taiwan. This is internet, broadband, all the telecommunications like phone lines and everything like that. Now there are backup microwave transmitters there that are still providing connection to the islands. However, the two cables that link the mainland with the islands on February 2nd, the first one was cut, and this was linked to a Chinese fishing boat in the immediate area. The second one on February 8th was linked to a cargo ship of Chinese origin. So there is no proof yet, though the fact that these cables failed while there was a Chinese ship overhead is highly suspect, and there's no proof that it was intentionally done just yet. At least that's being released by the Taiwanese military or by the telecommunication, Changhua Telecom. They are saying that, of course, that there is still the microwave communication connection, but it's going to be expensive to repair this break in the cable, and there's no word yet how deep those cables were at the area where they got snagged, so to speak. So is this China cutting these cables intentionally in order to isolate this island chain so that they can move their forces in and take over these islands? That is definitely a distinct possibility. It has been speculated repeatedly that they will want to take over these islands as well as other outlying islands that are controlled by Taiwan, and to seize these territories. However, if they do this, of course, this will be a massive escalation. The conflict in the East China Sea area is basically more of a gray zone type conflict right now, where things are happening, but nobody can definitively point a finger and say, you did this. So there are Chinese fishing vessels that are acting in very militaristic ways, but they are civilian ships. So are these criminal acts? Are these accidents that are happening? Or is this a pattern of intentional sabotage that is being ordered from the very top? I think that when you line the situations up, you can kind of in your gut know and draw the line there, but there is this plausible deniability. There's this, we all know what's going on here, but you can't really say, because you don't have enough evidence backing up to really sustain the motive and the way things are happening. Of course, the investigation that's going on and will be seen when the damaged wires are looked at. Of course, when they repair the wires, this is when we're going to really kind of get more information about what is the situation here. And is this another provocation? And of course, do we need to know that we all know that the provocations are coming and coming and coming. The thousands of missiles that are stationed right across the strait from Taiwan, the military forces that have been built up, the air bases that have been built and stationed with aircraft and bombers, all of that is aimed towards threatening and trying to pressure the Taiwanese government into not taking any steps towards independence, not making any noises. Of course, it is also interesting that this is just as a high-level U.S. Defense Department official is at the island. Of course, these things happened a few weeks ago, but in the last 2 weeks, we've seen these incidents happen in the lead up to the balloon incidents, of course, and also this high-level defense meeting between the United States and the Taiwanese counterparts. Escalations in that region, of course, have global implications. If you like to buy things from your store, much of those things are Chinese made. And if you go to the store and there's no Chinese goods there because we're in a conflict with China, will you be able to purchase those things from other locations? Will there be enough things produced in other countries in order for us to have all the tools and things that we generally are accustomed to? This could very well impact you when you go to the store shelves. A conflict between the United States and China would be World War III. There is no small war that could potentially take place here unless the United States watches from afar and allows the retaking of Taiwan. And that seems to be at least against the express declarations from the U.S. government and the current administration, who has clearly said that the United States will defend Taiwan. The question is even if we do try to defend Taiwan, will we be able to? And if we fail in doing so with heavy casualties, will the United States then stop the conflict at that level, or will the United States feel obligated to escalate the conflict to a full confrontation with the Chinese Empire? If that's the case, World War III. And I need not tell you the implications of that. We are very vulnerable to outside attack because we have an open society. We are vulnerable because we have not hardened our infrastructure points, all these kind of things, and people are freely able to access many critical facilities and critical junctures and such like that. So we're watching this. We're watching this and concerned. I know you're concerned. I'm concerned. What can we do about it? We can just get more prepared. We can pray, and we can keep our eyes on things as we take action. All right, folks, if you found this video useful, helpful, you might want to check out this video right here. I'll see you over there, or I'll see you later. Steve Poplar, out.